Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. Can you believe it? It's already the second day of this week. Holy cow. I feel like it shouldn't be already Tuesday. But maybe it kind of feels like Wednesday. So I hope y'all are out there just having an amazing day today. No matter what it is you're out there doing. I figured I'd pop up here, hang out with you for a bit. See if anyone even noticed that we were live. Give y'all a chance to hang out. And see if maybe y'all wanted to run a game today on YouTube. I don't know. Figured it'd be worth popping up, hanging out, and seeing what y'all thought. We got one of you in chat. Chew. How you doing, Chew? Good evening, sir. I hope you're having a great day. Chew, hit the thumbs up for me, buddy. Well, he was in here. He said hi. He thought about hitting the thumbs. No, he'll be back. All right, y'all. So I'm just getting around here at the house, seeing how, like the rest of y'all, just work all day. So, by the way, thank you to everyone that comes over to Whatnot. Y'all are amazing. The Whatnot people, absolutely amazing. You guys, I don't know. I know this. Whenever I start my day off with a good day like this morning, everybody was in there. We filled up all the games. It was amazing. We had 2 different silver winners, a gold winner. It was awesome. So, good way to start the morning. So, I appreciate all y'all from YouTube coming over there. And I appreciate all you from Whatnot coming over to YouTube and learning more about it. Both are way 2 different platforms, but very awesome. And there's good people. So what's the weather like where you're at, Chew? Bill Gibson, how you doing? Good to see you, Mr. Bill. How's life treating you today, sir? Just wanted to pop up, say hey, hang out with y'all, let you know, hey, I'm alive and kicking, I promise. Maybe later on this evening we'll pop up on YouTube and run a game. If not, then there's a strong possibility we'll pop up on Whatnot. Maybe we'll just run like an ounce and a half game or something. We'll figure out something to do, right? We'll put some silver in somebody's hand. I don't know how, but we'll figure out how to do it. He says, hot 98 here in Texas. Holy cow. Well, I'll let you know this, sir. It was 98 here in Oklahoma City today, too. It has been warm, ain't it? We've been on a hot streak. I'm right above you. Where about you at in Texas? I used to live in Plano. Actually, my little thing says it's 97 today. So, guess it depends on where you're at in Oklahoma City. Louisville, nice. Miss Jessica Dumpster Girl, how are you doing? Nice, Mr. Gibson. Got some lovely land down there. I live in Edmond, suburb of Oklahoma City. Miss Jessica Dumpsters, I appreciate you. How you doing, Miss Jessica? I appreciate you pimping me out. What would I do without you putting me on that pole? Someone has to do it. That's a tough job being my pimp. I mean, I got a face that was made for the radio. It's got to be a tough job. So, Miss Jessica, you and the husband still celebrating the anniversary? Woo-wee. I figured hey, look, they done stroked the double digits. You hear me? That's celebration. Look, that's a reunion. I mean, anniversary. You just go ahead and celebrate that one for a full month. All right. Shaggy, how you doing? I'm gonna try to say that right. I apologize. I don't want to butcher your name. Shangy, how you doing? Bill, I would love to be able to tell you exactly who started the drama. I'm guessing that it would be one of these, YouTube people that were there. And I can only assume that it had to have been a YouTuber that either had ripped me off or ripped off someone else on my channel, right? Because quite honestly, I had called out YouTubers that had stole from people on my channel, and they had already been told that, look, when I catch you in my state, it's going to be like that. And see, I live in Oklahoma, and the thing is, I'm still going to catch them. You know what I mean? They stole from people using my channel. They came on my channel, they sold stuff to people, they didn't send it to them. They sold shit to me and then didn't send it to me. So I didn't even see any of them. I was actually in the middle of business and transactions with other people that knew I was coming there because, see, I'm a businessman and I own a business here in Oklahoma and I work with another brick and mortar. And the amazing part was the gentleman that was running that show that made that move, his brother runs a YouTube channel. His brother's best friend runs a YouTube channel. And from what I understand, they were both probably there at the coin show. Neither one of them I had a beef with. And I didn't know I had a beef with Ravenhawk. But the gentleman who was running the coin show pointed out that Ravenhawk was one of the ones that said I'd made threats towards him on YouTube. Didn't even know I had a problem with the man. Had I known that, I would have fucked him up at Edmund Coins when I seen him there. You know what I mean? Like, I had seen him, spoke to him. These are some snaky ass people. Along with the gentleman that was running the show that actually had lunch with me and tried to sell me 2 middle tables for $800. Now, see, that jackass would have took my money, pocketed my $800, and then still had me removed from my show for no fucking reason. That's the kind of people that were running that coin show. That's the kind of people you're dealing with if you're at that coin show. Meanwhile, since then, the vendors that I went there to do business with and some new ones that I met when I was there that seen the craziness that went down have been in constant contact with me. I've actually been in contact with 2 lawyers about the whole incident, so it might all get real interesting before it's all over with anyways. So I can't really talk a whole lot about any of that per se, but I'm glad that I went and made some really awesome contacts. I've met some really awesome folks, and yeah, it's a darn shame other people had to see it happen that way. Yeah, his name's Mike Boyer. You're 110% correct. And see, what Mr. Mike don't know is a guy like me owns property in Southwest Missouri, which Mr. Mike also runs a show up there. Guess what, Mr. Mike? Gonna be harder for you to get good vendors at that show this year, especially when they know you've pissed off one of their locals. Yeah, anyways, don't get me started about that guy. I ain't got time, energy for him, but I'm gonna be everywhere he is at. He has gave me the drive to actually start hosting some coin shows. And I think you'll be able to find me in the same areas that he's going to be in. I think my tables are going to be absolutely free. Yeah. What do you think about that, Bill? Absolutely free tables. I'm actually going to promote people instead of just use them which is what Mike Boyer does, by the way. The only people that make money at Mike Boyer's shows is Mike Boyer, period. The rest of the vineyards, me being one of them that's had tables at his shows before, are lucky to make the money that pays for the tables. The guys' shows have went to shit, and I'm going to capitalize on top of that. I'm planning on hosting within the next year. I will have free shows everywhere that he has a show that he's charging. That's it. I mean, I couldn't name names, but I'm saying he's got a brother that goes by the name of his wife goes by the name of Squirrel. Pretty sure y'all know that, right? You do know that Mike Boyer's brother is what's his nuts? Coin Crew? Yeah. So that's Coin Crew's brother. And yeah, it's Silver Seeker's ass cousin or some shit. I don't know how they're related, but yeah. Yeah. You are 110% right, Bill. So, seeing how out Mr. Boyer's mouth, he said that Ravenhawk was one of the ones that said I had threatened him on YouTube. Never even said anything cross to that man. I'm telling you, I have seen him in coin shops. Axe cherry as peaches with me. Let me and him fucking come face to face again. See what I'm saying, Bill? I'm telling you that I went and crossed the whole fucking line, and see, I live here. This is the thing. We're going to see each other again. It might even be at that same coin shop that we seen each other at before. And I do not have words for people like that, just actions. Meanwhile, I'm carrying around my bond money in my pocket, so I'm good to go on an assault. What I won't do is have people talk shit on me and think they can get away with it, or steal from folks and think they can get away with it. So basically what's happened is either they had someone there that was part of that YouTube crew that has ripped off multiple people that we've called out live on YouTube, and that's who they were protecting, or they've decided they're going to go ahead and do business with those people that stole from folks on YouTube. And that's why he made that move. I don't know. Well, hey, there ain't no other story. The story is, the fact is, the lawyer already called and requested the tape from the security that day. So every bit of it's on tape. There ain't no other story. Fact is, I went into a coin show, stopped at like 5 different tables, did business with 5 different vendors, had business lined up to go out the door, was doing business at a table when I was ran up on by cops and security and some other loud ass people acting stupid. That's what happened. That's what's on tape. That's the facts. That's the facts. So their story can be whatever they want it to be. Those are the facts. And the fact is, the man had lunch with me not even a month before that, and tried to sell me 2 tables for $800. Meanwhile, if he'd have took my $800 for them 2 tables, he would have pocketed it and still made me left the show. I'm pretty sure that was a trick just to get my money, because that's the kind of snakes they are. For fact. For fact. And everybody I talked to about this Mike Boyer guy tells me he's a liar and a fat mouth. So that's everybody in the coin community that's a real coin community. We're not talking about YouTube. We're talking about on the streets coin community. Every freaking one that I've mentioned his name to has told me that man is a liar and a fat mouth. You cannot trust a word out of his mouth. So there's Mike Boyer's local, his local feed with his local people is he's a liar and a fat mouth. So, I don't know, Mike. It did not take me very long to get all kinds of information on him, because different locals were really ready to give it up. They were like, they literally reached out to me and was like, hey, Jeff, check this out. So I don't know. Yeah, very interesting, Bill. And for fact, the vendors, including myself, that's been a vendor at his shows before, I've had tables at the man's show. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer, by the way, you still have a wallet with me and some giveaways and some other cool stuff that I just never invoiced you for. I have not forgot. I appreciate you. I just figured one of these days I'll sell you more jewelry because I just keep melting this stuff. But you know what, Bill? God is good. And even though their little evilness, they tried to do their little crazy stuff, what it did was shined a light on their darkness. And it literally brought people to me that I didn't even meet at the show yet. They reached out to me after the fact. I had left my number with a couple of people there that I had already spoke with. Some of the rest of them looked at my email off of my YouTube channel. So you know what? God is good. He turns darkness into light. I've made connections with people from that show that were trying to reach goals that I'm going to be able to help them reach their goals. In exchange, they're helping me reach my goals. We're going to grow together. We're going to do some shows together. We're going to make shows that are awesome for whatnotters, YouTubers, and all the rest of you folks. And it don't matter if you're friends or foe. We won't throw anyone out of our show unless you're stealing or doing something crazy. If you come with an attitude, I've got an attitude adjustment. That's it. That's all I got to do. See, now, if those cats that were making videos and talking shit about me had that same kind of integrity and the same kind of balls, wouldn't have been no incident and no coin show. I'm not going anywhere. Neither am I, Miss Jennifer. How you doing, furry? Good to see you. But yeah, it's a shame when they make it that way. And really what it did was show real vendors and people that I do business with exactly how the YouTube community acts and works and exactly what kind of integrity Mr. Mike Boyer has, that he would pull that kind of a move at a public event. Very, very unprofessional. So, yeah, I don't know. And what's sadder than that was how many vendors did I not get to go to the table to that maybe didn't even make their table rent? Because two of the ones I went to their table, I asked them how much they needed to make their table rent on day 2 of the show. And I helped them make that. And they told me afterwards, had I not done that for them, they wouldn't have even made their table rent back. So I'm assuming Mike probably cost other vendors there some more money too. And a pretty decent connection. Ask Miss Furry. I sling silver and gold like it's nothing, man. In my former life, I sold a lot of drugs. Now I sell a lot of silver and gold. That's it. So we went from the drug business to the gold and silver business. And in both businesses, I acted with integrity. You can believe that. I'm going to sell you 100% good items. I'm going to sell it to you at the lowest price that you can find. That's always been my job, is to find you the best quality merchandise for the best price going. As a matter of fact, if any of y'all out there listening tonight decide you want a 1 gram gold in the teep, just for you YouTubers tonight, I will make you a special deal. If by the time I end this video, say you leave a comment in the next, what time is it? I don't know. Let's say within the next 2 hours, you leave a comment. Meanwhile, y'all, it's got the timeline next to your comment, so I'll know when you left it. If you leave a comment in the next 2 hours that you would like to buy a 1 gram gold in the teep, I would like to be able to sell you a 1 gram gold in the teep tonight for $130, friends and family, on PayPal. You can't find that deal on the interweb right now. So if you'd like a 1 gram gold in the teep, leave a comment after this video. Tell me, hey, I want that deal. Make sure you're linked to the PayPal. Mr. Gibson, I appreciate you. And it is a darn shame, like I said, there's lots of good people there that didn't need to see all that. And if anything, Mr. Gibson, I was a little disappointed in myself that I let them get to me the way I did. But hey, there was a whole good 15 minutes before I ever got the phone to go live that y'all missed. Like, there was some definite violations of rights and some other stuff that took place that led to me being that vividly angry during my stream. Because, yeah, there's just some things you can't do and some things you shouldn't do. And see, I'm one of them Americans that I know my rights. And when y'all are out in public, you need to know your rights, because some of these people, they going to push it. You know what I mean? So, but what I shouldn't have done was let it whoop the Christian in me and lose my temper the way I did. So I apologize for that. I should do better. I'd already struggled that day, Mr. Bill, with other people that were like, you know what, maybe you should just not go. But I'd also had YouTubers say he won't show up because if he does, I'm going to whoop him. So you can believe I was not going to not go for that purpose. You know what I mean? Don't threaten to whoop me if I show up to a coin show to do business and then call the law. That was the funniest part. Them talking cats, we didn't even get to see each other. They done sucked the police on me. Holy cow. You know what I mean? How are you going to be so tough that a guy that's half crippled up right now, mind you, I was shot full of holes, so I walk with a limp anyways, and I'm dealing with some pretty interesting medical stuff right now. So, yeah, probably wouldn't even have been a real good fight, but I'd have damn sure tried. You hear me, Mr. Gibson? I don't understand how they think it's okay to steal from people and then think they can go to other states to other shows and don't think they're going to run into someone first. You know what I mean? Yeah, First Amendment. That's right. And your Second Amendment. And ain't neither one of those says you got to give no copy your ID, first and foremost. Y'all remember that. When you're out in public or wherever you're at, you don't have to give them your ID. They'll get real crazy with you about it, but I promise you, that's your God-given right, not to give them your driver's license. So, yeah, Mr. Bill, that's where it first got stupid that evening, is when they approached with, we need to have your driver's license. No, you don't. No, you don't. Never do you have to give them that. Right, unless you're charged with a crime, or unless there has been a crime commission that is equal to, like, some off-the-wall stuff I'm not even going to say on YouTube, but then they can ID folks that's around the immediate area. Meanwhile, none of that kind of stuff happened that day. So, yeah, there you go. That was the first violation of my rights in general. That's all I got to say about that. So, and that led to a whole thing. So it did definitely push my buttons because, see, I know my rights. You know what I mean? And guess what? There's a lot of folks at silver shows that know their rights too. They're all about that constitutional silver, and they're all about the Constitution. So there was a lot of unhappy folks about what went down that day. Very unhappy. Not cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, and there was no crime committed, so there was no crime to be charged for. You know what I mean? Absolutely craziness. What that is the powers to be that people have gave the illusion that they're in charge of the YouTube coin community and that they called the shots. That was them making a public move at a coin show. And I don't even know what all it's going to cost them, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. And they're still going to get to deal with me in the long end of things because guess what? I'm a human being and I suck oxygen and I'm going to bump into you out here on these streets somewhere. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't live in the YouTube box. I'm a brick and mortar guy. I run the central hub, which means Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. You step into my circle, I'm going to bite your ass. Oh, I definitely will because I'm going to go live. You hear me? Every time I bump into them cats, I'm going live. Miss Jody, big hugs. I'm going to do the best I can to help you, man. You know what, Mr. Gibson? You know what someone told me? They said, we are going to outcreate every one of them. And God bless that lady that told me that. I appreciate you, ma'am, and I have kept that in my heart, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going upwards and onward, and we're going to outcreate every one of them. Whether or not it's on YouTube, whatnot, or brick and mortar coin shows, we're going to outlast and outdo every one of them. That's right, Miss Jody. So jump in the car, buckle up, and let's go. Miss Jody says, giddy up. Oh my goodness. Hey, I've got a whole nother table here that I need to go through, y'all. This is an absolute disaster. There should be laws against having this much junk on a table. And what's crazy is there's like, I don't know, there's gold right there sticking out of it. There's obviously silver, some more stuff. I don't understand. I don't know. It looks like just a mess of stuff threw up all over this table. Y'all, it is so nice out. I know some people think it's just really hot, but guess what? It's only June. It's going to get hotter. Just an FYI. I don't want y'all to be freaked out next month when it starts getting even hotter. And let's talk about the last part of August. I mean, beginning of August. You know it's going to be hot then, too. Just saying. Furry, you need one of them water bottles that you missed and the little fans on the front of it. And you're like, yeah. 101 earlier today. Where you live, Furry? Stop playing. She had snow on the ground a month and a half ago. What? What do you mean? 101 degrees. Holy cow. Oh, Miss Jody. We got you, Miss Jody. Hey, if anyone can send Miss Jody some lunch money, that would be appreciated. I know she could use it. Poor girl. Miss Jody. Telling you. It's warm. It's traveling weather. You gotta get out of New York. You know that Pace Picante sauce commercial? Yeah. That should be what you're like right now. You should be like, Pace Picante? That's in New York City. I don't know. It might be time to head for El Paso. You might. Yeah. Just saying. We appreciate you and we want you to see you do good. New York is just, it's a tough place. Tough place to get going again. But if anyone can, you can. You just keep sticking with it. I've got an associate of mine done got themselves caught up somewhere else. They're not even in the U.S. and they done got, man, look here. Jody, that's the kind of messages I get. I did. I got, friend is like, hey, look, man, I done messed up. I'm over here. Sheesh. Tell me how they ended up overseas in trouble. I'm like, well, I can see what I can do, but dang, man, I ain't got many people over there. What? If you're going to get in trouble in the U.S., I could probably help you more. No, I don't know. Maybe some countries, but I don't know about this one they're in right now. We're going to find out. So, Miss Jody, I'll do what I can do. If we get some folks over here on the YouTube side to decide they want a game or grab something up, then the PayPal funds from the YouTube, that's what we do our good deeds with for everyone around the world. So keep your fingers crossed. Maybe the YouTubers will decide they want to get in on something, and if nothing else, they can come over to Whatnot and get in on it. And then I know that it's still coming to the same folks, right? I don't mind doing that. It all gets turned to the same fiat, Miss Jody. Basically, if we can flip some things, we'll help you out the best we can. That's what we do. We want to help everybody the best we can. And that does not make me Friendly Bob or just the nicest guy in the world. I'm just a guy. And yeah. That's Ohio's crazy weather. I don't know. Man, y'all got some stuff going on up there, Furry. Whatever it is, Miss Jody, it's held me up getting pizza. Can you believe I've been waiting on pizza for 9 months? True story. 9 months ago, I was looking for pizza. Furry said, I got you, Jeff. Uh-huh. Yep. Bacon pizza. Showed me a picture of it even. All the fun stuff on it was going to be all just, nice and juicy and good for me all at the same time. It had bacon on it. It has to be good for you, right? 3 or 4 different types of cheese. Yeah. Furry, where's the pizza? I'm starving to death. It's a good thing I bought food since I don't think I would have made it. Looking for pizza in all the wrong places. True story. You can't make that up. It's my life story, looking for pizza in all the wrong places. That's exactly what she said, Furry. I mean, that's, all you fellas, you know what I'm talking about. Well, hey, look, figured it'd be different. I thought you were lining up for that deal. No. It's the wrong place. It's the wrong place to get pizza for sure. That's okay. If Furry can make it happen, she'd make it happen for us. She would. She'd get it there to us. So, Furry, guess what I discovered this morning on my Whatnot channel, y'all? Look, I even went and bought a light box and did all this stuff, right, to fix up my stage. Yesterday, there was a customer that was like, hey, if you take that light thing down and you do this and you do that, then you just put up the other things, okay. Well, it made it look all shiny and reflective. Even people sent me messages. My mods and things were like, hey, Jeff, just do you. It's cool. I was like, no, I want to make the customers happy. So I left it set up that way this morning. Furry, you missed it. I didn't put on any music. I just talked and we filled up every game this morning. We filled up 2 silver games, a gold game, boom, boom, less than an hour and 30 minutes. What? I think from now on, I'm not listening to no more music in the morning time. I'm just going to get up and have chocolate milk with y'all and just talk. We'll just hang out and visit. No more light show. See, who knew, Furry? I was buying fancy stuff for no reason. I discovered that they just want to just hang out and just visit, right? They don't care about all the fancy lights or the fancy music. Well, there you go. I don't know. Now, that don't mean that they'll still feel that way tomorrow. We'll find out because I'm going to run it the same way tomorrow. We're going to see. We might be on to something. Maybe old school's better than the new jazzed up, light effects and craziness going on. Maybe. Dang. A lizard lick towing is on TV, Furry, right? These guys do repos. I don't know what just happened, but they had a guy that he looked like Jason off the old Friday the 13th movie. They raised up the storage and this dude was in it. I'm pretty sure it was staged, but still. It does. It looks like he combed his hair with firecrackers. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. And he's looking for pizza. I don't know. I did think about melting some silver tonight. So someone told me that it might have been MJ that told me she thought that it'd be better if I poured hearts instead of stars, because I got the molds for the stars and for the hearts, and we did a cross already. So I have thought about pouring some silver tonight. I don't know though for sure. I kick around these ideas and then I just don't know. But I'm down to one crucible. I got to order another crucible. I'm not down to one. I'm down to 3, which is way too few, right? I've got 1 sterling silver, 1 silver, and 1 copper. Not good. I should have 2 of each. I don't know what's going on. I got ahead of myself. Furry, and started melting too much stuff. I forgot to order. Meanwhile, here's my thoughts. What if I make some hearts out of the silver that's like 98% or whatever? I can try to get it. I mean, you know what I mean? We'll see what it tests at. But what if we just make some of those and stamp them and sell those for for people that need stuff, for our friends that are in need, right? We can stamp stuff on them, put what y'all want on the hearts as you buy it. And then we can use that kind of money for like Miss Jody and different ones that are in need right now that's got some stuff going on. Y'all know she's been in the hospital a lot. She done had surgery and all kinds of stuff. So we know how that gets. You have surgery, you're off your feet, can't get nothing done. It sucks. I don't know, Furry. I'm kicking around ideas. I know this, Miss Fiona, if you watch this later, you're my hero. Miss Fiona is from Whatnot. She has just been absolute, I don't even know what to call her. She's been really awesome. And I'm not talking about just buying stuff on my channel. She does occasionally do that, even though that's not primarily what she does. What she does is just encourage me. Has always some good stuff to put. She's always got good words of wisdom to share with me. So I appreciate that for sure. Furry knows what that's like. Furry tries to give me words of wisdom too, but then she put it on a pizza. And I never got the pizza. I mean, at one point, she was looking at boxes. I don't know if she was trying to ship herself and the pizza here, or maybe the pizza machine. I don't know. Or maybe Furry was trying to get me to get a box to mail me to. Nope, you can't mail me anywhere cold. Look, I'm allergic to anything past the Mason-Dixon line. Can't do it. It gets cold up there. You people are nuts. You hear me? It was freezing not even 2 months ago, and now it's 101 degrees. You live somewhere special. That's what that is. I want nothing to do with that weather up there. I promise you, nada. No. Any of the rest of y'all make pizza any closer to Oklahoma City? Hey, I tell you what I did do, Furry. and I meant to go live and show y'all. The heading of the video was going to be, did MJ Squirrel turn me into a vegetarian? The answer to that question is no. Did I go and tell MJ that, hey, look, I want to take you to this place to eat? I took her to a place that all they do is make salads. What? Furry, I ain't never been to a fast food place that all they do is make salads, but that was it. They make salads. Hey, I had meat on mine. You can believe that. I had some chicken on that deal, some bacon. Huh? Yeah, I didn't even know that they even had, I didn't know these kind of places existed. Only here in Oklahoma City. I think it's called Salads to Go or something like that. Salads to Go. It was really good though. I'll give you that, Furry. It was very filling. That salad was so big, I could have ate it for 2 meals. I was so full. I don't have to worry about eating roughage again for another month. Here. I had no pepperoni on it, but I had chicken and I had bacon. Chicken and bacon and fettuccine cheese. Yummy. Because I like fettuccine cheese. Oh, hey, Furry. Here's another thing, y'all. And I'm just going to put this out there. Because I'm telling you, a lot of my life has changed. I've become a lot more open-minded about things, a lot more, I guess you could say, Jesus-like, because I tried to act more like him as far as getting to know people before I judge them. And I'm glad I do, because I've got to know Odabe. It has been a blessing working with him at the shop. And I want y'all to remember his family in your prayers, because Odabe is from Iran. So his sister, mom, most of the rest of his family are over there in Iran right now. And needless to say, there's a lot of missiles flying around that area. So just throw a little prayer out there for his family who are over there and are not militarily involved. You know what I mean? They're just innocent bystanders that live there. So just throw a prayer out there for them folks, and yeah. What's up, Silent Silver? How you doing? Safety meeting. Sorry, man. Silent Silver comes in just in the middle of me grabbing a safety meeting. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good to see you, buddy. I appreciate you. It's good to see you, man. So Silent Silver, do you remember? Oh my gosh, what the heck? Furry, help me out here with this name. Oh my God, why can't I think of his name right now? I can't think of it. Never mind, Silent Silver. Anyways, he's back to doing videos sometimes now. And he's doing them with knives and outdoor stuff. But he started doing things with like his prepping stuff and his poo-poos. And I know he got some inspiration from watching you do it. And I talked to him, and I can't think of his name right now. This is part of the fun I get to deal with stuff I'm going through right now. Is that sometimes I know the name Israel, right? Israel Sapp. I think that's the name. Yeah. Israel Sapp. Go check out his channel. He's still making videos. He's doing more with knives and guns and prepping. You know what I mean? And I know from talking with him, you were kind of his inspiration. You know what I mean? Doing some stuff like that. So good on you. right, y'all. Remember, if you want a gram of gold in the teep, $130, friends and family on PayPal. Leave a comment after this video on the comments, on the after comments, right? Leave a video comment. That way I can see it and I'll know to reach out to you in an email. Make sure you leave your email address or send me an email. Limited to the next 2.5 hours, $130 a gram. Random grams in the teep. Good luck, y'all. Limit 1 gram per person. Okay. Now you can have your cousins and them come buy some too, but they have to be registered. So get a hold of them and get them to come do it. Meanwhile, the price of gold ain't going down, and that's a better price than anywhere you're going to find it online right now, I promise you. All right, y'all. I want you to know this. God loves each and every one of y'all. I appreciate the heck out of it. You all are absolutely amazing. Hey, we got to stay on for at least an hour, right? Just for watch hours. I don't know why, but it seems like the thing to do. We're not doing that. Look, my show's on. No. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all being in here. Thank y'all for coming over to Whatnot. Might pop up on Whatnot tonight for a quick game, but for sure, come over tomorrow morning. Hang out with us. Have some coffee, some chocolate milk. Meanwhile, y'all go over there and support Israel Sapp and his new discoveries of life and knife making and other things that he's doing. You guys go out there and have fun. I'm glad I found a lake the other day. Yay. I'm so excited. And they've got a gym furry. I'm about to start going there and working out. All right, y'all. Remember to keep your heads up, your feet down. Keep reaching for those stars. Keep stacking that silver and gold, y'all. Meanwhile, God is good all the time. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one. How do I end this deal now? All right, y'all. See you soon. Bye.